Alright, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back to more Elder Scrolls Online. So we are continuing on with the Southern Elsweyr storyline, or we actually completed the storyline last time, and now we're just kind of wrapping up all the side quests and all the stuff. So, with that said, don't actually remember what we're going to be going for, but I am definitely going to be collecting these Skyshards today, and wrapping up most of the achievements. So, if you haven't caught up with the story or just don't know much about it in general, check the link in the description to the playlist. All 8 parts of the main story are completed and organized, so you can watch that on your own time. And we are continuing on. So, as usual, let's get out of here. Oh, there's a dragon. So the shrine is here. Let's get this Skyshard first. How does that thing attack so fast? Where is the Sky Shard? This must be a dragon landing spot or something. Oh. Sky Shard's out in the middle of nowhere. Got it. That looks really nice, actually. The water looks kind of real. Okay. Now that we got that, we can go here. Does this lead to death? Almost. Actually need a lot of water hyacinth. Make spell pots. Those are expensive.
I'm here, Mother. Oh, sorry. I barely saw you there. Can I help you? Wait, where are my manners? Katina Garana, daughter to Consul Ornaria. Former consul, I should say. She passed recently. I'm rambling. Sorry. My head, it's just... I haven't been sleeping well. Honestly? No. Far from it. I find myself plagued by unsettling dreams. Every night since my mother died, my mind returns to this place. I see a man scribbling a letter. I hold my mother's necklace out to him. His eyes turn to me. Then I wake. I don't know. I just can't shake the feeling that my mother has unfinished business in the Citadel. Something to do with her necklace and that man. Perhaps you could take the necklace inside for me? It's the key to this mystery. I know it. I can't tell you how grateful I am for your assistance. A woman in my position can't afford to fall asleep at state dinners. And my mother... she should be resting peacefully in Aetherius, not calling out for help from beyond the grave. It's an Imperial war college called the Topal Legionary Academy. Or it was, at any rate. Now the locals call it the Forsaken Citadel. Some of the Empire's greatest tacticians studied and taught here, my mother among them. The Nahatan flu held this region in a vice grip for years. killing Khajiit by the thousands. According to my mother, the Commandant locked the academy gates and refused to let anyone in or out. But walls keep out soldiers, not plagues. Truthfully, no one knows. The gates never reopened, and Mother refused to speak about it. I can tell you this, though. Someone or something still patrols those halls. People say you can hear groans and howls at all hours. The undead, I fear. I can never recall the beginnings, but they always end the same. I'm standing outside the Citadel, just as we are now. Suddenly, I'm inside. I walk down a dank hallway that opens into a larger chamber.
Dank hallway.
I spot him at his writing desk. The man. Wary, troubled, certainly, consumed by some secret resentment. I approach to get a better look at him. His hand drifts to a stop. Without even thinking about it, I hold out my mother's necklace, urging him to take it, I suppose. No, his eyes flick upward to look at me. Tired, reddening eyes. Much like mine, in fact. We stare at each other for a moment. Then I wake in a cold sweat. I know it sounds simple, but there's an anguish there I can't even begin to describe. I am, following in my mother's footsteps, I suppose. Or trying, at any rate. As I said before, she served as a consul before she passed, tending to the concerns of imperial citizens and breaking bread with the Khajiiti counselors in Central. She began her career as a legionary, believe it or not. She even taught here for a time. I suppose she just softened with age. Honestly, my mother rarely spoke of the time she spent here. I always got the sense she preferred to leave it in the past. Only at the end, she drifted in and out during her final days. In one of her last lucid moments, she placed the necklace in my hand and whispered, "Forgive." I thought she was asking for my forgiveness. Now, I'm not so sure.
All right, well, that was a cool story. I assume we're not getting in from this side. Entered the Citadel.
I remember these halls. Once proud, now ruined. All because of me. Please, help me make things right. Seek out the library. A letter from my beloved rests upon a writing desk. My atonement begins there.
Have you come to plunder what remains of our academy? It matters little. Whatever indignities you plan to visit upon these halls will pale against the curse I put on them. I am Jano Invel, Imperial Battle Mage and Spellcraft Instructor. And yes, I wrote that letter. What is this about? After 20 years of imprisonment, I won't suffer idle conversation. Speak plainly or leave. Garana? By the Eight. Yes. I recognize both the name and the locket. That piece of jewelry was to serve as the focus for a soul-warding spell. We meant to use it to keep us safe from the flu. But then Honoria left, taking the necklace with her. I hesitate to hope, but yes. Yes, perhaps it could. After Honoria left with the locket, I attempted to craft new focuses. Totems, made of Honoria's treasured objects. All 3 attempts failed. And the result? Well, look around. That locket should guide you to other totems bound to the same spell. You must destroy those corrupted totems. They bind our souls to the failed warding ritual. Once they're destroyed, return to me with the locket. Then I can mend what's broken.
Okay.
Jonlaw was so desperate to save these people, and I let him down. Still, Jonlaw doesn't know why I left. Why I had to protect the very thing that was more important than even myself. If only I would have told him.
What? Oh.
I know you always valued your privacy, Honoria. Maybe this will be enough. Your worries, your joys, your secret desires. Another legionary fell ill today. I could still do this, with or without Honoria. I just need objects she treasured. She polished this sword once a fortnight. It will work. It has to.
He worked so hard, but he forgot a critical point. The item had to bind us together. The 2 of us. Gods, I am so sorry, Jonlaw.
Honoria. Honoria and her damn toys. Did you clutch this as a child? I have to try. Damn you for leaving me, Honoria. Damn you!
I sewed that doll with my own hands. A gift for our child. For Jano's child. He never suspected that I bore his daughter in my womb. Too busy. Always too busy. The ritual, the soul binding. I couldn't risk the life of our child on a spell like that. So I left. Damn my cowardice. I left without saying goodbye. But now, we can make things right.
Do you have any questions before we try this? Thank the Eight you're back. Did you destroy all 3 totems?
Oh, Mike was muted this entire time. Whoops.
I already feel the binding ward loosening. If we dispel the magics on the locket, our souls should find peace at last. Drop the locket into the flame.
Well,
my grip on the Mundus is weak at best, but I managed to conjure this fire while you were away. It should burn away any arcane energies still clinging to the necklace. Once those magics dissipate, Aetherius awaits. She knows what breaking the curse requires. Whatever happens, I trust she's prepared. Place the locket in the flame, my friend. Please.
okay.
Jano.
So blinding.
It worked.
Honoria.
Katina chooses her allies well. That's my clever girl. Finally, our spirits can rest. Finally. Now, I try to reconcile with the man I betrayed. I will try to contact Katina one last time before we drift to Aetherius. But if I can't, tell her I love her. More than anything. I'm sorry I caused her such distress. Tell her the truth. Her father wanted to save everyone despite the risks. I wanted to keep her safe. Jano and I both made mistakes. Pride and stubbornness. Cowardice and heartache. But now, we can make things right. We can find peace. Flesh always proves sluggish and stubborn. These corpses may wander these halls for a while longer, but I assure you, their souls are free of the curse and will find their way to Aetherius very soon. I'm sorry I left you when you needed me, my love. It was cowardly. But there's something I must tell you. The reason I fled.
That was an interesting quest. They had a maintenance earlier today that was supposed to like fix login and just long load screens, I guess. I don't know if it really helped.
Thank the Eight. You're back. What did you discover? Is my mother's soul at rest? What a relief on both counts. Did you discover the cause of her distress? What troubled her? And that spell became a curse. The curse that's afflicted the Academy these 20 years. Of course. But I don't understand. Why would Mother leave this man in his hour of need? The woman I knew would never abandon a friend. My father? But how? I'll need some time to process all this. I can't believe she bore the weight of this all these years. In any event, thank you for helping her. I hope the two of them find a way to reconcile in Aetherius. Her and my father. I should really get some sleep, but with all that's happened, I don't know how I could manage it. Secrets from my mother's past, a father I never knew. It's a lot to take in. In any event, thank you so much for all your efforts. 8 bless you.
Alright, let me get this set straight. It doesn't look good by default. So dealing direct damage with a non-heavy attack gives you a stack. Okay, so after dealing damage with a fully charged heavy attack, restore resources. Doesn't that do that normally? Except instead of both stam and magic, it's only your highest resource. You can only gain 1 stack every once. So basically what I'm seeing is if you do any non-heavy attack, you get a stack. And then after dealing a heavy attack, you use those stacks, and then you gain double resources instead of just 1. Basically, it's kind of bad. Okay, well.
This is your daughter, Jano. Katina. This is why I left. The ritual posed too high a risk for an unborn child. I tried to tell you so many times, but you were so busy and I was a coward.
Katina. I had no idea. She has your eyes, Honoria.
And your
Alrighty, well, that was a cool one.